to the channel. We're going to start off by putting our fall arrest harness on. Now we just let it hang loose, dangle it, and put on the top part of the harness first, and then we attach the chest buckle. We tighten a little bit, and then we'll finish tightening the rest of it at the end of putting on the rest of the harness. Now we put on the left leg first, tighten that up, and make sure we can only get our hand underneath the harness itself. We do the same for the right leg, and then again, as I said earlier, finish off by tightening up the upper chest. Now I also use the chest piece to attach the lanyard to keep it out of the way and from dragging on the ground so it stays nice and clean. Now you'll see me attach the rope to a Jeep, and this is a bad safety tie-off. What you really want to do is tie off on the peak of the roof. But for today, that's not really available, so I'm going to use the rope going across the roof to where I need to be. And this ladder is also wrong. You want the ladder to be 2 to 4 feet above the roof line and tied off. But this is all I had. It's kind of the way it goes. I also carried up my sawzall and my camera at the same time. So now we're pulling all the rope up across, and that way all the rope will be up on the roof with us. At which point, again, you should only have the amount that you need, but in this case we don't have that. So as a bit of a hack or a thing that I do is I tie in a knot to get myself to the length that I need the rope to be at, and I pulled all the way through the knot so it can't undo itself. At which point we're going to kind of get into the rest of the video. Sorry about the wind, guys, but thanks for watching. This is how you put on a harness. Make sure you don't have more than about a hand width. It's cold up here, that's why I'm stuttering. But a hand width to be able to pull it through. Make sure it's all nice and tight, and make sure that you're safe if you ever fall. This is just how I do it with this rope, what I have available with me. There are better ways to do this. Do not take what you see here. Do not take what you see here as gospel. This is just an example if you want to tighten it. Now, there's a lot of things that go into this. It's just how to put on a harness and how I do it. Again, all about trying to be safe. I took out the sound because the wind was just atrocious. So all these eaves troughs here, they have to be cleaned. Going forward, we're looking at the shingles. They all look really good. Don't see a lot of damage. Nothing is missing, which is awesome. And then going through again over on the other side, it all needs to be cleaned. So pretty well all the eaves troughs you see need to be cleaned and cleared. So we'll keep moving forward, looking at the shingles as we go, and you'll notice they're not really all that bad. Nothing is peeling up, and it's all sealed. If you put our hand to it and try to pull it up, you notice that it's going to be solid. So that's awesome. And we'll keep moving on as we go. We're looking for any dead spots, soft spots as we walk, anything that might sound weird. Now we're looking at the sunlight. We don't see any issues. Now we do see some where the paint was missed, and because of humidity in the washroom, the metal that's bare is starting to rust. So we're going to get to that, clean it up. The stink stack is fine. Nothing wrong with that. The ventilation here, where that vent is, it's aiming right at the sunlight. So a lot of snow will build up there, and that could cause some snow and water to feed back into the washroom itself, causing mold and issues that way. The caulking is old, needs to be replaced. So you'll see a lot of that throughout. Now we're looking at the ventilation there, and again at the air vent. That caulking needs to be redone. I did a patch to the roof, which could have been just fixed with tar, but I felt just throw some shingles on it, and it did the charm, so that was no longer a leak. We will fix it up a bit more, check over things, seal things, look for cracked or broken caulking, fix all that up as we go, and checking everything. Now I did notice there was some concrete here, so I looked up, and you'll see here where it's missing. So we're going to have to replace all of that. The cover for the chimney stack is good, so no extra water is going to be raining inside. There is a crack there, so we will address that as we go. And then looking at the sheeting, the metal, all that looks pretty good. Could use an update with the caulking to keep it sealed and whatnot. But all in all,
not really all that bad. Again, I don't see any soft spots in the roof, but I do see some areas that need some additional caulking, so again, we'll get to that. As we go up the roof, we're checking for missing shingles, any soft spots that I keep repeating, and I don't find anything like that. Some of the darker spots you can see more wear and tear, and then there's this part of the roof here which gets the most heat and the most sun. You see how there's like the light and dark spots. These are areas that are going to be peeling up eventually, but they're not bad. It's just they're showing signs that there's some damage occurring, so in the future this will need to be addressed. Now here you see where the eaves troughs are completely plugged, so my rope is kind of caught, so we're going to try to bring some down, and then that way we can come back around and take a look at that once more. And back to the eaves trough, you can see it's completely plugged, and it's also been damaged, which you'll see to the left there, and that's one of the reasons why we're going to be cutting the tree out today and then bending that back into place. Some of the eaves trough nails are popping out, so we'll have to put those back into place. Sometimes it's good to pull out the entire nail, put some epoxy or some glue, and here's what I was talking about where the eaves trough's actually bent. We're going to fix that today. Put the nail back, and that way it's back into place. So, and then we're going to cut this tree as well so that it's no longer damaging the eaves trough. So this is a big area of needing some serious TLC. And then continuing on, we're going to go over to the other side to take a look at some other stuff. And this is where I put a post through the roof, because eventually I want to carry a roof going across all of this. So it'll be a roof on top of a roof. Not the best design, but something I wanted to make work. And my metal work here looks really good. Needs a bit of updating with the caulking because it's cured a little bit, cracked, and so now it's letting some water in. From below, it's fine. Now going forward, I see a little dark spot there, so that's an area for to take a look on, or to keep an eye on rather. And then overall, the roof looks really good. So there's a few little smaller areas, and you can make your roof last 20, 25 years easy. Just a little bit of upkeep. And yeah, that fell over.
So thanks for watching, guys. I just wanted to show you an example of how to inspect the roof. Do not do this yourself. Have somebody who's licensed, insured, and has experience doing this. This is not for the average Joe to be doing. It should be done by an experienced roofer who knows how to use a harness properly. Yeah, I said that right. I thought it was frozen. It is bloody cold. I don't know if you can see the snow, but it's a lot of snow going on. I just want to show you guys an example of how I inspect roofs. Again, I'm not a roofer, I'm just a jack of all trades. I just want to see what's going on. So that being said, I'm going to cut that tree now. Catch you in the next one. out and how compact it is. It's nuts. I can't believe how long this has been up here. Here's video evidence of the snow and the ice and everything I'm working with. Never work in these conditions, ever. You can really see the snow coming down now. So that's the gaping hole. I'm thinking about cutting off the tops if I can get high enough up. I have a 15-foot chainsaw for that one, a mini saw. So you guys saw my thumb earlier. How I did it is on this little plastic piece here. I was trying to get it open and I was holding it down here, and I finally got it to get loose, and I got my thumb right into the plastic. Just a little cut like that. It looks worse, or it did look worse than it was. Not a big deal, just a warning. I usually cut these things off, and then this is the reason why.
So if you made it this far in the end of the video, please like, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And if it's something really cool, I might even make a video about it to discuss it further and help you out if I can. So take care, guys. Be safe, and peace.